So the four-step freedom formula, basically my system that I use to basically power everything. It's only 4 steps. It's only 4 steps involved, and if you can master this, you can pretty much do anything you want. The first step, we've probably gone over, is basically capturing the lead. In other words, when people come to your website, when people come to your blog, people come to your Squeeze page, the whole object is to capture the email address. That's your number one goal. And my blog, when people come to my blog, my number one goal in my blog is not actually for them to read the blog post. The blog post is just the bait. The number one goal is to grab the email address. And once I capture the lead, my next thing is to form a relationship with them. And this is where the autoresponder sequence that we've been talking about kicks into effect. So when someone subscribes to my blog, they will get welcome emails saying, I hope you enjoy my blog. Connect with me on Facebook, on Twitter. If you have any questions, email me, build a relationship. And also, establish me as the authority on what it is I do. I'm a blogger. So I use the autoresponder to establish me that I do know what I'm talking about. So there will be a link that'll show them videos of me speaking in front of crowds, me being interviewed by other people, that kind of stuff. Because people like to buy from people they know, like, and trust. They also like to buy from people who are experts or perceived experts in their field. You know, if I hurt my leg and some guy off the street says, "Put this on," versus a doctor, I'm going to listen to a doctor. It's pretty obvious. And the last step is basically recommend solutions that will solve their problem. See, your readers, they have a problem. And if you can provide a solution, they'll reward you for it. So that's basically my entire formula. And that's what I apply to Mob, and that's what I apply to my blog, and that's what I apply to every other venture I go into. So let's look at it a little more closely about capturing the lead. Basically, like I said, the first thing I do is I capture the email first and foremost. Whenever someone comes to my blog, that's my number one goal. Because most blogs, they have content. Someone comes, they read their article, they think, oh, this is great, then they leave and they forget who you are. And when you're brand new, all your traffic is going to come from either a search engine or another site linking to you. So those people don't know you yet. So you only have like 30 seconds to make an impression, and if they leave, they'll forget you within 30 seconds. So what I try to do is I would try to capture the email, and after they capture the email, then they can leave, or they can leave. I have a way to contact them again. So, you know, stuff like RSS, Twitter, Facebook, etc., those are all secondary. They are an auxiliary to help me capture more email. The easiest way to capture a lead is to offer some kind of free incentive. In my case, I offer an ebook. I have an ebook that shows you how I make money by blogging. And if you want a copy of it, just enter your name and email here and you'll get a copy. I used to just have, subscribe for updates. I get about 5 to 10 subscriptions a day. The instant I offered a free ebook, went to over 100 a day. So the free incentive is a big, big, big giver. And if I made any mistakes with the blog, I did not start my email list from day one. Because it was a personal blog, just designed to update friends and family, I did not apply my usual internet marketing methods to it. So had I started my list from day one, the list would be twice as big as it is today, and proportionally my income would be twice as high. So it's a very, very costly mistake. So it's one that I do not wish you to make. So if you're going to start your list from the get-go, start it from the get-go. You won't regret it. All right, so I want to show you 3 lead capturing methods that I use that you may not know about, because everyone knows about, put a subscription box on your blog. That's pretty obvious. But I'm going to show you 3 different ones that you can try. They're very, very inexpensive, and some of them are even free, and, your time anyway. This is called the Getting Leads from Facebook. And in my Facebook page, right now on my Facebook fan page, I have a contest going on where you can win an iPad. And this serves 2 purposes. It's for me to capture emails and also get more likes to my Facebook page. Okay. So I have this. This is a separate page on my Facebook, one of those tabs. And after you see my wall, you see like contests, and you click on it. And you will get this: win an iPad and access to blogging with John Chow. And they can't actually enter until they click like to continue. The page is blanked out. Okay, so they have to They have to click the like button. Once they click the like button, the page goes away, and then they say, step 1, enter your name and email. And now, so I got a like, and I capture the email. So they enter name and email, they click enter contest, and then it takes them to step 2. Oh, I say, you have one unconfirmed entry. Go and confirm your email address to make it a confirmed entry. This is how I make sure they don't enter any fake email addresses. So once they confirm, then they get enter. And then this also has a viral element. Step 2 is tell your friends, share it on your wall, tweet it out to your Twitter account, share it on LinkedIn, and you get 10 more entries. So I'm helping this grow virally. And so the people will share on their wall, it shows up on their friends read it, they go to the contest, they see, oh, click like to continue, they click like, they enter the contest, they get the same offer, and it spreads all across Facebook. And lastly, stay in touch, follow me on Twitter, and that's how I get more Twitter like. So all this for the cost of one $500 Apple iPad. And using this little contest, it got me about 2,000 new emails in 1 week. And for $500. And actually, I won the iPad, so it didn't cost me anything. and this is a service. It's called Contest Domination at contestdomination.com. So it's really, really easy to work. It's all browser-based. You just enter the information, the prizes, the deadline, and then it will create the Facebook gate for you. So contestdomination.com. So that's one way I drive leads, and I continually build leads using contests. And the reason I like doing this is that you can just buy leads or buy solo ads and just do that. But I always like to put a viral element on it, or I would like to do it in a way that it spreads organically, so your actual out-of-pocket investment is a lot less. You can spend $500 and just buy a solo ad and send traffic that way, but this is all your $500. This, I'm getting other people to help spread my contest for me. So it's leveraging other people. So another example of leverage is the webinar. And this is Amy Porterfield. She's a Facebook expert. She wrote a Facebook for Dummies book. Yeah, she wrote a Facebook for Dummies book. And Amy has a Facebook product that sells for, I think, $97 or so. And what she does is she offers a webinar. And so what she does is she contacts people with big lists, like me. And she would say, John, would you like to do a webinar on Facebook for your readers? Because your blogger, Facebook, they're probably innovative, they're probably very interested. And so she would set up this page for me, and they can enter the name and email to sign up for the webinar. And of course, she will offer her Facebook course in the webinar, and we will divide the money 50-50. So I make money doing it. Right? And she makes money doing it too. But she also has an email address. So it's her way of building email. So it's her way of building. And another thing she does is she also, and this is a really, really good, cool trick, she goes after Facebook groups, because Facebook has a lot of groups. This is one group here, Awareness Social Media Marketing Best Practices. This group has 33,000 members in this group. So what she would do is she would message the owner of this group, or the person who started the group, and say, how are you making money from your group? And 99% of the time, they're going to say, I don't make money from my group. I started a group, it just got big. So she go, well, let's talk. I have this Facebook product. I think your group I think your group will like it. I can set up a webinar for your group, present the product, and we'll split the money 50-50. So all you got to do is just post the webinar on the Facebook group, and people will sign up. So with 33,000 members, you think she can get a whole bunch of people to the webinar? And her cost is nothing. Well, her time calling up the group owner. Here's another example. She also has a Facebook LinkedIn group, Facebook users group on LinkedIn. How many people on this one? There's like 36,000 members in this LinkedIn group. So again, she contacted the owner or the founder of the group and asked them, how are you making money from your group? And there are 99% of group owners don't make money off their groups. Because first of all, they started the group just for fun, because it's their interest. So she approached them, I can set up a webinar for you, and we'll help you, we'll divide the money 50-50. So she is making money by selling her product, and she's building a list. She has a list of 50,000 names now, and she didn't spend a cent doing it. She actually made money doing it. So that's another way. Now, the third way I want to show is a little complex. Don't try to totally understand it. I'll just explain the concept. It's called pre-pop list building. Pre-pop is a marketing term. It stands for pre-populated. And a pre-pop is basically an email submit. The example of that would be, we'll just go for the example. It's a little hard to explain, but I'll go to the example. Listen. This is a pre-pop offer. When you get a Louis Vuitton purse, enter your name and enter your email address, click continue. These types of offers are offered by affiliate networks like Market Leverage, ClickBooth, whole bunch, CPA affiliates, CPA ads. But a lot of affiliate networks offer what's called pre-pop offers. And the normal offer is, if you get someone to submit their email address and click continue, you make money. In this case, I believe you make about $1.20. So if you get someone to submit, enter your email address and click continue, you make $1.20. So you get 10 people to do it, you make $120, or $12. Pre-pop means that you can pre-enter the email address. See, my list, I have a list of email addresses, and it's designed for people with email lists. I have an email list, so they want me to send traffic to this page, and a pre-pop means that I can take the data that's in my email list and pre-populate it into that field. So all they have to do is just hit continue. They do not have to enter the email address because it's been entered for them. And usually, the easier you make it for somebody, the greater your conversion. So by pre-populating the email address, they just click continue. I have more people, I get more commission. I make more money because more people hit continue because they don't have to enter the email address. Now, that's good if you already have a list and you can do this, but what if you have no list? How do you use a pre-pop offer? And this is how we do it. We make a pre-squeeze page, you might call it. This is a page we make called Act Now for a chance to get a free Louis Vuitton purse, and we show them how to do it. Like, we ask them, enter your name, click continue, and then just click continue on the next page. So what they do is we get them to enter their name on our page, and once they click continue, we capture their name. See, the other offer, who gets the name? The advertiser gets the name. That's why they're paying you $1.20. They give you $1.20 for a name. Obviously, the advertiser is going to make a lot more than $1.20 on those names. Otherwise, they wouldn't give you $1.20. Right? So this is a way I want to capture the names first. And then, so using this, I capture the name first. And then what I do is I take that name and I pre-pop it into that second page. That becomes my new thank you page. And I pre-populate their name. Then I tell them, hit continue, and I make $1.20. And plus, I now have their name. So my goal with this is not to actually make money on this deal. My goal is just to break even. Because if I'm breaking even, it means I'm building my list for free. And if I make money on it, then all the better. I'm making money by putting the list. So that's the pre-pop squeeze page. It's a little more complex. If you want to get into it afterward, I can show you the actual technical stuff behind it. But that's basically the concept how it works. And this is how I do it when I'm doing emails. So I always try to capture them first before I send them off somewhere else. All right. Now, in the past 10 months, I sent out about 30 million emails. And I know that's a lot, but and I collected a lot of stats. And these are some stats that I got. And you can use it to time your emails for best effect. Basically, I found that the highest open and clicks occur between 9 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. on the weekdays. And this is Central Time. On the weekend, between 7 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. on the weekend, that's the highest open. So if you're going to be sending emails on a weekday, try to time it between those times, and the weekend, evening works better. Most open and clicks happens on a Monday. So if you want them to read your email, Monday is the day to send out your email, Monday morning, between 9 a.m. and 11:30. However, most people, number one day for buying is actually Thursday. So they open on Monday, but most people actually buy on a Thursday. So this, and I guess most people never buy on the first email. This is why I want to hit them over and over again. You got to hit them multiple times. So the average time to buying decision is 4 days. And usually they buy in the evening. Probably be using, as you can see, mixed hours after dinner, 7 p.m. to 10:30. And we found that shorter subject lines get higher open rate. So do not make the paragraph too many words. The shorter, the better. We found actually one sentence or one word headline actually works the best. Like, wow, holy, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And capitals on every word in the subject line get 25% less clicks or less open. And this is why my subject line are all lowercase now. I do not capitalize the first letter of every word. Right? So, and again, this is for our industry. Other industry might be different, but we're in the internet marketing industry. These numbers are will have pretty much held. So, all right. And we found that sending more emails doesn't mean people unsubscribe. In fact, the less email you send, the higher the unsubscribe rate. And the reason for that is actually quite obvious. People subscribe to get information from you. They want content. And if they're not getting it, why should they say subscribe to you? So if you look at this graph, you notice the more time you send an email, the less they unsubscribe. So do not be afraid to email your list every single day. Because people want content. If you look at the biggest blog in the world, a lot of people say, you're doing like 2 blog posts a day. You think that's too much or too little? I go, you look at the biggest blogs in the world. HuffPo, how many articles do they have a day? 30. Huffington Post? 100, 200? Who knows? People want content. Same thing with email. They want content. So don't be afraid to email them.